Keith had a very good question, so I figured I'm going to try and sketch this out and just show you. So if we had a normal kind of sitemap, we draw these little boxes and we say, look, this one is connected to that one, is connected to that one, and lives under the home. And maybe this one has these little blahs underneath it, etc. Right? So a general sitemap would talk about the variations between these different pages. Now, it talks about how we link to them, etc., 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 etc. But if we were to look at the equivalent of that, we start looking at more of a wireframe, and we just talk about the blocks. And we talk about what each block is going to have. So this might be your home, this might be your about, this might be your portfolio, this might be your contact. And as a sitemap, or as more of a wireframe structure goes, what you're trying to always do is create that sense of flow. And you can call it the flow diagram as well. The idea of flow is, how are we going from A to B to C? So however you want to represent this whole sequence of A to B to C, it's either the sitemap, which is a fragmented approach, or a linear approach. And what this represents more is what you're used to seeing in books, which are chapter headings. So chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. There's no real kind of ability to move around through navigation points and things like that. But then if you do add a navigation, then you can have that at the top and it can just jump to certain sections. So again, you're just trying to understand how your story can be told, which is your story. Like, so how do you want to tell people about your particular website? And specifically about you, because you're the subject of the website. So, if you were selling Crocs shoes, great. What are they? Who uses them? Why should you buy them? And where can you buy them? That's the story. When it's you, it's the same kind of approach. Like, what's the first thing we need to tell people? And this could be, I am awesome, or I've done this amazing job, or here's a video of what I've done. And then it's a little section here, and is that a portfolio section, or is that an about section? You really have to decide. That it doesn't need to be too complicated, but it just needs to be to the point. And the point in this sense is you describing the flow of how you want your page to be seen by other people, experienced by other people, and eventually what's the last point in this flow, what do you want them to action and do. And that's a huge kind of benefit in that sense. So hopefully that kind of answers that question. If you have others or related ones to this, please let me know. But definitely either of these is acceptable as what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to submit for assessment 1. You're capturing that whole flow, relationship connection between these two things. So just give it a go. Either way, it does not matter. But you just got to be more comfortable with one or the other, and that's what you got to decide. All right, good luck with it.